History is broken. All recorded knowledge more than 300 years old has been corrupted. The Starfinder Society is recruiting outsiders to unravel the mysteries of what happened. Unlikely heroes must learn to work together to stay alive, where technology and magic exist together among the stars. Dead Sundays, most Sundays at 7 p.m. Only on twitch.tv/Logar the Ogar. The past haunts us all.
Listen. We're live. Hello, everybody. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're live. Welcome to Dead Sundays, this show where we play Starfinder. Welcome to episode 5, Fly Me to the Eoxian Moon. Which is not where they're going, but it's close enough. So, since we don't have a hit clip for last week to play before we get started, we're all going to try to give you a good breakdown of what happened last week, which is going to be as accurate as any hit clip could be because we all have perfect memories. The campaign started, or the session started with you guys turning in the gang member that you captured with a bounty on their head. That there was a large miscommunication about whether or not there actually was a bounty on their head. We had about 15 minutes. We had about 15 minutes of argument over that because I said the wrong thing and that wasn't sure if I had actually said the wrong thing. I don't know what happened. Doesn't matter. After that, you guys got into an argument with a cop, and then the cop was upset about it, and then you guys were mean to her, which was an odd choice. Yeah, he was.
Were we mean to the? I don't remember being
mean to the cop.
We were mean. We were kind of dicey. We were kind of dodgy.
Yeah, you were real dodgy about it. And then you guys, she said, "Did you lie to me?" And you said no. And then she asked you again because she knew you were lying. And then
no shit.
Pax intimidated her into shutting up.
Which was after
they had become friends, which are now.
You know what? You're not
going
to make me feel bad about bullying a cop. I refuse.
As you should.
I'm still here, my food got delivered.
ASCAP.
Oh, nice.
Right? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. ASCAP.
There we go. Okay. After that, you guys went back to the hotel. In the morning of the hotel, the space cop showed up in plain clothes and dropped off a bounty of around, I think, $1,200. Dollars, space bucks, credits, whatever. Dollary dues. Spacey ding-dongs, whatever you want to call them.
Real. Rubies. Bottle caps. Space bottle caps. Money, but spelled M-U-N-N-Y.
Those are those dolls that you paint.
A gill, gold.
Chips.
Currency. You were paid 500 currency, or 1,200 currency.
Monies.
The abstract concept of value contained in something that is itself valueless.
Currency doesn't exist. We made it up.
Billy Gilmo is having the worst food delivery day. First, he didn't get the meats, and now I can just hear him in the background. Did he get the fucking cheese?
What do you think he got? Like, if anything, is just like a single box of Cheerios?
I mean, he had to get like burgers or something. That's why they're missing cheese. I can't imagine they would have forgotten something like cheese on any. He didn't get mac and cheese that was just macaroni. Let's just say that. Should have gone to Arby's because they have the meats.
They have the meats.
The only thing I fuck with at Arby's is the curly fries.
I do like the curly fries at Arby's.
No, my
Arby's.
high school girlfriend worked at Arby's when I worked at Boston Market.
Oh yeah, the star-crossed lovers, the Montagues and the Capulets at the Boston Market and Arby's.
I used to smoke in there.
That's a hell of a hookup though, because she can bring all imagine how the meals you could put together if you just bring food from each place.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah, that's why. Why did you break up with that?
The roast beef and the mashed potatoes. Alone.
I just realized I don't even have Roll20 open.
This stream is a disaster.
I didn't take the
Wait.
sign that she was a year younger than me, and she followed me to college, and I was an idiot who didn't realize that was like she intentionally did that.
Yeah,
Oops.
I'm sorry, Vicky.
that's a flag.
Okay, so you talked to the cop in the diner, and the plainclothes cop gave you the bounty, and she also delivered a pure black letter to you. You opened the pure black letter with gold engraved writing on it to receive an invitation to meet with the Eoxian ambassador, Grevelask Nor. That's his name. That's his picture on the thing. He's got a big old skull head, and instead of green beady eyes, he has green glowy eyes because he doesn't actually have eyes. Eoxians are a race of people that are sustained entirely by undead magic, but they're their own people, and they are full members of the Pack Worlds, and they are full citizens in themselves. After some debating, you guys went and met with the ambassador. The ambassador asked you... The ambassador told you that he had been watching everything that's been going on between the Hardscrabble Collective and Astral Extractions, who were arguing over the claim to both the Acreon and the Drift Rock, a mining ship that had come in from deep space or vast space or near space, towing a piece of something that they didn't know what it was. The crew had disappeared, and what the Drift Rock actually was up for debate, and who owned the claim and who had stakes to the claim and who owned the ship and what it was towing was being debated by both Astral Extractions and the Hardscrabble Collective. So, the ambassador saw this as an opportunity to use his mediation skills to sort of get things moving and solve the problem for Absalom Station before anything else could happen. So between all of the fighting, between the gangs that the two groups had hired for protection, he noticed that the three of you plus Shepard, your companion robot, had been working through the station and handling all the problems and figuring out the seediness of what's going on, and had eventually solved the gang war, but had not solved the before conflict of the Acreon and the Drift Rock. So he had asked you guys, since you were specifically not affiliated with any organization directly involved with the dispute, you guys are Starfinders, neither of which are the Astral Collections or the Hardscrabble Collective. He asked you guys to go and investigate, and he even gave you your own spaceship to borrow to get out there, because
I don't like how you said that.
Well, no, he makes it very clear that it's like you can borrow the ship, but you have to bring it back. The ship belongs to Absalom Station. It's one of the shuttles. It's very similar to the shuttle that you guys flew in Session 0, when you were just getting around and going from dock to dock and picking everybody up.
It's a game master warning. Do not steal this ship.
Yeah, it says in the book.
Exploded.
It's like in bold in the book. It's like this is a loaner ship. It belongs to the station.
Yeah.
So you guys show up at the dock, and who's there but your best friend, the blonde cop in plain clothes again. She meets you there. She gives you the keys. She says the destination is in the ship's navigation computer. Get in and leave. You get in and you leave. You leave the dock, fly out, you fly past the immediate traffic that's going in and out of the dock. You fly past the outside traffic of things going around the ring of Absalom Station as a whole, and then eventually you even pass through the mass orbiting cloud of ships known as the Armada that protects Absalom Station. And that's where we are now. Four of you guys are by yourselves on this ship.
Well, it's time to search the ship. Now, what you said, it was on autopilot, right?
Yeah, it is on autopilot right now, and it's headed to the Acreon.
All right, Pax is going to start looking in rooms and closets.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking a look at not the main piloting things, but like the ship's subsystems.
Okay.
Could I take a look and see what's on this baby?
Sure. I'm gonna give you guys right now. I'm gonna give all of you guys access to the
ship's. I almost said character sheet. It's the character sheet.
Cool.
So you guys should now all be able to see something called the hippocampus. Hippocampus.
There is no info on it.
Hippopotamus. Go to character sheet.
I
Yep.
did. It says bio and info and it's blank. I think you have to
Okay,
give us permission.
then I have to
click it.
do it the other way too. So I have to click this button, and this button, and this button, and this button, and then I save. So close it and open it back up again.
I see a ring.
Surprise!
What?
There it
It's
is.
a spaceship. Yeah, so this is what the Roll20 spaceships look like. They're pretty cool. They're pretty robust. So this is everything that the spaceship has. The way you build spaceships is you take different parts and you start with a power core and a frame, and then you build up around that. It's actually a lot like Elite Dangerous.
Ooh.
It's like you have a certain amount of points that you can use, plus you have a certain amount of power that you can distribute. Different more expensive parts cost more to buy, and they also cost more to the total build points. They also use more power or less power depending. So I went through this and everything and added everything up, and this is a upgraded Ringworks Wanderer that has been modified for station use that you guys are now flying through space in.
Okay.
And you guys have just about passed the Ring of the Armada and are now hurtling towards where you can see there's a lot of like blinking red quarantine lights. I guess buoys, space buoys, around the Acreon, which is carrying this gigantic rock behind it.
Can I beep boop and hit some scanners and scan the Acreon?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
What do I
Let's see
hit?
how
Do I hit skills and ranks? Like, am I the engineer? Like, what?
Let's
How do I
see.
do this?
For right now, we won't have anybody take a roll unless we actually get into combat. So with the science officer actions, you can scan. You can attempt to check. The DC for this check is equal to 10 plus the. So how do you do it? I don't know what the thing is.
I would make an engineering roll, I guess.
I guess.
That would make sense.
Oh, you
Yeah.
make a computer check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's computer skill. And
Computers.
because you are Brad, what's up? Because you are in the hippocampus, the ship gives you a bonus of +2 to your computer's rolls.
Hey, Brad.
So whatever you just rolled. Oh yeah,
23
okay, so
plus
24. So you are they believe it or not, they didn't give me a stat sheet for the Acreon.
Yeah.
Acreon, it's a big ship. It's got thrusters and stuff. Everything on the ship seems to be working. Let's see. 1, basic information. So, what I'm going to tell you, because it didn't actually give me a lot of information about the Acreon itself, the ship is currently working. It's fine. It's a regular size mining ship. It's probably only a little bit bigger than yours. A lot of the information that you would get out of this roll would be the armor class, tracking lock, the hull points, how much power is left in the power core, and what its shields are up. But everything seems to be working pretty well. It's just sitting in dead space. What you know about it is that there wasn't anybody on there when the ship got back, and right now you are reading movement and life signs on the ship.
Okay, yeah, that was the concern I had. Was there any life signs?
One sec. Okay. Also, because you rolled high enough, and the scanners work in 2 ways. I guess they work in the thing that you're scanning, and then it's sort of a 360 degree. You also realize that after you pass the Armada, you're now being tailed by a very, very small ship behind you.
I let my compatriots know, hey, not to be dramatic, what's that? What do they say? What do they say in movies? Zib, we've got company, but I don't think it's something we should be worried about.
Okay. I will trust you, because I don't
Being
know whether or
we're
not to
being
be worried.
tailed. We're being tailed, but
Yeah, I understand what you meant.
Yeah, my assessment is if they were a threat, they would probably be firing on us by now.
And
Yeah.
unless they're trying to make sure that we're seen and they're not. Could they
Yeah.
be hiding in our wake?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Hmm.
What if we change directions? If they're following us, we can just quickly fly in a different direction and then get back on course.
Do we
Horatio,
have autonomy?
Horatio,
Yeah.
make a perception check. As you guys are
Okay.
discussing this, Horatio, make a perception check.
I was gonna say, like, do we have the ability to? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and try to get into the roles that you would want to get into if you were manning a starship to attempt to
I'm definitely
move
not
it.
a pilot. I'm not a pilot.
I have
I'm
to
the
check
engineering guy.
Shepard's ship.
I'm
So
not much of a
Shepard is
pilot
good.
either.
Shepard's not really a pilot either.
Well, Bug.
Oh, am I the pilot? All right,
What's your piloting skill?
that's a skill.
Don't Sheerans have a proclivity towards piloting
Do
StarCraft?
they?
They get an endorphin. They get a drug rush from doing that.
Oh, well, yeah, go get high on the ship.
Got great news. I'm not a pilot, but I would like to get
Okay.
high.
So you so let's talk about this real quick. There are several things that you guys could do right now. Each ship has 5 roles that you can fill. They are the captain, the engineer, the gunner, the pilot, and the science officer. The science officer mans the computers, the scanners, and the systems to identify threats, target foes, and navigate hazards. The pilot, obviously, flies around and does cool pilot stuff. The gunner, obviously, does cool gunner stuff. The engineer manages the power core and the subsystems for maximum efficiency. You can patch systems that are broken. You can, at higher levels, you can put systems into overdrive, and you can also stop systems from breaking while they're breaking. The last role is the captain. The captain is about encouraging the crew while taunting enemies into making critical mistakes.
That's Zip.
Honestly, yeah, you
I
like
love taunting the
Zip,
enemy.
like it's all diplomacy rolls, and what you do is you talk shit. Well, you can do it once per combat, but you hail the other ship and yell at them, and then you basically delegate and command your crew to do better at the thing that they're going to do.
My piloting skill is 5. If anybody has a higher stat than that, I would say, how about they do that? If
You
not,
said-
I will pilot.
What camera am I looking?
I think that Horatio should pilot.
Okay.
You
I'll
can
keep it on
also
pilot.
the thing about piloting. So while you guys are filling in the other roles, you can leave the pilot section open, and what you can do is you can make like bonus actions to do pilot stuff. Now only one of you guys can do it per turn, and they're obviously not, you're not going to be doing barrel rolls and backflips and 180 no scopes, but you can do what are called minor crew actions.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually, yeah, the only 2 things that you can do for minor crew actions are glide the ship forward in a certain direction, or take a quick shot with the gunner. So you can leave the pilot open, and it'll keep its course. And every once in a while, you can push it to a different one if you so decide, so that you guys can man different places if you want to. So the,
I
the
can
captain,
like pilot and then like look at the scanners while Zib is like, "Hey, this is happening."
It's
Or-
very lovers in a dangerous space-time.
So it
Yeah.
seems like the only way that the only minor actions you can make are glide and snapshot. It doesn't look like you can make a minor action using the sensors.
I sit down. I unsurely sit down in the pilot seat and
Hell
like
yeah.
fasten myself in. I say, I guess clearing my throat. I'm like, I guess I'm the pilot.
You get a big lizard hand on your shoulder.
You've got this. I'll take the guns.
That's what I figured. I figured you'd probably be the best.
Yeah,
at things.
there was no question in anybody's mind.
Yeah, go.
Pax,
Hey, Worf,
Pax
go
walks
take
in.
the guns.
Yeah,
Got it.
Pax walks into the gunnery, and it's the seat is big enough only for a Vesk. Like anybody else sitting in there would look ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a wonder any Eoxian even bothers to man it because it's so big.
Oh, this isn't an Eoxian ship. This is a regular.
Oh,
Regular?
okay.
It's a Galarian Absalom Space Station ship.
Okay.
It's not a bone ship.
Oh, that's right, because we can't be from their crew. I forgot about that. 'Cause
So
we're impartial.
would you rather have Shepard on the engines or on the scanners?
We need more information.
I would put him on the scanners because the engineer stuff is, I don't want to say it's advanced, but
It's advanced.
It's
But
advanced, sounds like.
yeah, it'll be more helpful I think right now if you put him in the scanners.
Makes sense to me.
All right,
The
so
captain.
are you delegating now?
Yes.
So remember, Horatio, all of the checks that you make while you are piloting the ship get a +3 piloting bonus.
Okay.
Staff, engineer, nobody, staff, pilot. Zib, beverage.
Hi. Zib
Captain-
Beverage.
Captain Zib beverage.
Captain
No,
Beverage.
It's not the pilot. Where's the captain? Oh, there's no captain spot. Interesting.
Lied to me.
Oh, there he is. Here we go.
That's even better. There actually is no captain spot, but the party just decided Zib was in charge.
Science officer Shepard, and Gunner Pax. Okay.
Shepard.
So, also, this is important right here. +1 to any 3 checks per round. That means 3 times a round, when you make a check, you get to add 1 to it. And that's in addition to these piloting and computer checks. Pretty sure we're doing this right. All right. So as soon as he sits down, Shepard's hands they turn into they go from digits into something that are much more snake-like, and his hands sit still, and you watch these snake digits kind of zoom out and start hitting all of these different buttons and rearranging things, and you can see him settling things in the way that he wants them, and then standing still. He turns to you guys and he says, "The ship behind us." Well, I'm sorry. Hold on. Gotta do it right. The ship behind us is armed.
Oh no!
And then
The
he
weapons
waits.
active? Can we tell if the weapons are active or? if
Yeah.
it's-
So he waits a second. He looks back down at the thing and he says, "The ship behind us is a death's head necroglider, a tiny interceptor. Its weapons are armed and it is currently not taking calls."
Oh.
Is it
Wait,
gaining
it's a
on us?
necroglider.
Yeah.
Would I know anything? I mean, shit. Above the
I
table,
mean-
I know everything about that.
Yeah. I mean, like
can I
you
make-
would know. It's a
Can I make a culture check or
necroglider.
something? Yeah,
Yeah, make a culture check. You could all if you want, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, I got a 22.
Yeah, it's a bone ship.
Bone chip.
We
Bone chip,
literally
zip.
were just talking to. So do you think it's? So I suspect our Eoxian, like the Eoxian benefactor, probably sent this person to make sure we get the job done.
Then why aren't they taking our calls?
I don't know.
Well,
I've never actually dealt with the Eoxians before, so
So
Yeah.
If they're not gaining on us, it's probably not a concern though.
Shepard
Firing range.
immediately says, "They are moving into attack position. The weapons are hot. Please take your stations."
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
So we're gonna move to the starship battle map,
Look at this.
and here's the hippocampus.
Battle map.
So I
Oh,
don't have
good
a
heavens.
I don't have a starship mini or a token, and I didn't want to just grab one because I didn't really feel comfortable just grabbing one. So I decided to use this strange space giraffe. That is the token for the hippocampus, which is the ship that
I
you're
like it.
currently piloting.
Okay.
So you guys are about here, and I have to roll some dice to figure out how far away the ship is. Okay. All right, perfect. So you guys can now see this ship right here. You can't see it. Have to right-click layer, token layer. I use a harpy for it. I figured that was. So the ship is called a stiletto, and it's long and thin. It's an attack cruiser, or not an attack cruiser. What did I say it was?
Interceptor?
It's an interceptor.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
interceptor.
Thank you. So that tells you everything you need to know about it. So now we're gonna do spaceship stuff.
Hell yeah.
As soon as I figure
Space
out how
battle.
to do that. Space. We're gonna change the music to space fight.
It's
Ooh.
weird things that I rebranded, or this would be very confusing to talk about.
It would be very confusing to talk about.
That is very true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So here's how we do spaceship stuff. Spaceship combat. Is my Sirenscape is so loud. Yeah, pew pew. We get it. I'm gonna change it to minor skirmish because this is ridiculous. Okay. So each round of spaceship combat works the same. They both happen at the same time. There are 3 phases to each round. The first phase is the engineering phase. The engineer on all ships each take an action to repair the starship systems or give them a boost. These actions occur simultaneously, so they can be resolved in any order. 2. The helm. Each starship's pilots attempt a piloting check. The pilot with the lowest result may move his starship first, followed by the next lowest until all starships have moved. This check is repeated each round during the helm's phase, so the order of the movement can change from round to round. Blah blah blah. So helm phase, you guys move. In the gunnery section, during the gunnery phase, gunners fire their starship's weapons. Starships fire in the same order in which their pilots acted during the round's helm phase, but the effects of damage are not taken into account until the end of the phase. So, what's important about that is everybody gets a shot. There's no damage on the stack. Well, all damage is on the stack, but you can't make it go away.
Right.
So the first phase is engineering. I don't believe you put anybody. You didn't put anybody in the engineering section,
We did
No.
not.
which is fine. So the next phase is the helm phase, which is where you pilot the ship around. So each ship has a heading. So I'm gonna turn these like this.
Okay.
That's their current
Ah.
heading. In order to move, you can't move and turn at the same time. It's 2 separate things. Additionally,
That makes-
if your ship is too big, you have to move a certain amount of space before you can turn again. So real small ships like interceptors can turn in space on a single spot like this, but big ships have to go 2 spaces and turn, and then go 2 spaces and turn again. I
Okay.
think both the hippocampus and the stiletto have they both have maneuverability 0 or maneuverability perfect, which is turn 0, which means that they can turn on a dime. But you can't move and turn
Okay.
at the same time. You have to turn like a clock and then go. So starship's speed is the number of hexes it moves in a round. It can instead move fewer blah blah blah. So you can move. The speed of the hippocampus is 6, so you can move 6 spaces.
Isn't it like up to 6 spaces? How does?
Well, it's
do we have
up to 6, and if you want to, hold on. Now, what's also important about this is the hippocampus has a forward light cannon and a turret that can shoot in all directions. The forward light cannon can only shoot forward. Additionally, all of the shields are broken up into hemispheres, the way it is in the character sheet. Those are referred to as arcs. So the forward arc has the laser turret and has the laser cannon, and the turret can shoot in any direction. They can all be operated from the gunner's chair, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Is there appreciable power difference in the two?
That's a good question.
I was gonna say, because if the other ship only has a front-facing laser, we just broadside it and laugh.
Yeah, the coil gun does way more damage. But it might depend.
But-
So when you make an attack, once we get that far, you're either attacking against the armor class of the ship, or you're attacking against the targeting lock of the ship. So depending on the strength of the shields or the strength of the countermeasures that are deployed, that's what you're rolling against. So it depends on which. I'm not sure which one uses which yet, because I have to look it up.
Okay.
Okay, but we still have to focus on moving. So if you move all 6 of your spaces for the rest of the turn, you get a +1 to your piloting modifier. Additionally, hold on one sec. The starship has perfect maneuverability. The ship can make 2 turns for each hex that it moves, allowing it to turn around on a single point, which would be like this. That would be the point.
Okay.
Turns don't count against a starship's movement speed. If a ship with average maneuverability has a speed of 8, it can usually turn a total of 4 times. So, you can move up to 6 spaces, and you have to turn before you can actually move. So you can turn with each movement if you like.
Right, so I have to declare the turn before I move. Okay.
Yeah. So I am going to edit this token.
It's been a while too. Do I have to roll a pilot check every single time, or is it only?
I
if
think
do
you
a
only have
specific-
to roll a pilot check if you want to do something silly.
Okay.
Now you can do some silly stuff. You can do some barrel rolls. You can do some evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a whole chart about the different things I can do if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
So if you want to move, like, you could also move straight up diagonal by performing a move called a slide.
Isn't there a thing where I can essentially accelerate, but then cut the engines and go backwards?
So you
And
can,
let somebody pass me.
That is how
No.
inertia works. That should happen.
you
Can
can.
you shunt the power?
The closest thing to that would be like a flip and burn, which would mean that you would go half speed and then flip upside down and face the other way.
That's the thing I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Get ready for the juice, guys. We're going to be pulling a lot of G's here.
Ah.
So you should be able to move the token, whichever way you think you want to move it. Ian, it's up to you. You're moving it.
Okay, so we don't see where the enemy ship is or the
Nope, you can see
hostile
it.
is.
The
Yeah.
way it's over here.
I gotta zoom out.
Oh.
That's kind of hard for my
I know.
colorblind eyeballs to see.
Right there.
Waiting it. All right. Man, okay. I think I just want to go on an intercept course with it. You guys cool with that?
I'm cool with everything.
I think that sounds great.
Yeah.
I would love to die in the vacuum of space with
So
you
you saw
guys
what
who
I
I've
did.
known
You
for
saw
a
what I
couple
did there,
days.
Logan, right? Like I
Yeah, I
spun
don't
it.
think you can turn
If
all.
we're going to die,
you
we
can
should
only
die charging
turn.
in a
I think you
battle.
can only turn twice. So hold on. So you can.
All right.
You started here. You 1, 2, and then I think you have to move.
All right. So if I'm here, then the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to go. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Shit. Tactics. How does it like this to this count? Or is this 1,
So-
2, 3, 4, 6, or
You can do. Hold on. You can do like. Excuse me. 1, 2, and then that's 2 turns and then 1 move, and then you can do. Wait, hold on. Right, so you are this way, and then you go forward. And then you can turn again if you like, and then go...
I thought I could only
I
do one
see.
turn per.
Right, hold
yeah.
on. I've started it in a weird angle. They don't point to the points, they point to the center.
Right.
So... Yeah, it's weird. It says that the
So
distance between
this is
turns
the
is
turn.
0.
This is, yeah.
But it also says that if the starship has perfect maneuverability, the ship can take 2 turns for each hex that it moves, allowing it to turn around a single point. So you could do
So I can go 1,
2, and then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could do that. So you could do
Well, I
the thing
guess-
that I said you couldn't do, basically.
Yeah. That's basically what I want to do. I want to go. Oop. Or actually, I want to stop here. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be 4 spaces.
I want to go
so-
on an intercept course to the unnamed assailant behind us.
Okay. Double check this real quick. So, in response to that, she is going to, oh, actually, I'm sorry, we have to do a pilot off to see who actually moves first.
Okay.
The pilot with the lowest result moves
Coin
the starship
toss to
first.
the center of the field.
Yeah, followed by
Then
the
a
next.
kickoff.
So, why don't you go ahead and make a piloting check? And add 3 to it, I think.
Oh, 14.
So 14 plus, so 11 plus the, so 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you move the ship first, and then they move after you. Okay. Wow. They're fast. So they're immediately going to do a flyby, which is that it moves as normal, but it can move through one hex occupied by an enemy starship without provoking a free attack.
Damn interceptors.
During the following gunnery phase, you can select one arc of your starship's weapons and fire the vessel against the quadrant. So they have to succeed at a piloting check of a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
So they moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so they get they have to make a do of 20 plus 2 times the tier of the enemy spaceship. And the tier of your spaceship is a 1. So they have to make a 22. They get a plus. Okay, they got it. So
Damn it.
on the gunnery phase, they will get to hit you in wherever they so please. They can use any hex,
Oh, no.
or they can use any arc of their firing to shoot at you during the gunnery phase.
Okay.
Okay? So that takes care of the helm phase. Now we go to the gunnery phase.
Ah.
During
Nice.
the gunnery phase. Oh wait, let's there's more things that we can do during the helm phase. I'm sorry. There are also helm actions that so the captain can do actions during any phase that are demand, which is you try to intimidate somebody into doing better. Encourage, which is you hype them up to do better. Demand gives them a +4 to what they're going to do. Encourage gives them a +2. You can also taunt. You can use the communication system to broadcast a taunting message to the enemy vessel. You select an enemy vessel in a phase of combat and then attempt to bluff or intimidate check. If you succeed, each enemy character acting during the selected phase takes a -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds.
Yes, get my Jurgens.
You can wait to the gunning
No,
phase. Yeah.
I guess I'll wait.
And the gunner actions are all during the gunnery phase.
Get your Jurgens, sir.
All right, sweet. So.
All right, so now it's the gunnery phase. You can take a shot.
Well, I'm gonna use shoot as opposed to fire at will because I don't think that we can get them with both of our arcs. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot the coil gun.
The coil gun. Gunnery check is oh boy. So it's
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out.
it's a lot. It's the gunner's base attack bonus, which for you is 1, plus the gunner's dexterity modifier, which for you is
1.
so we're up to 2, plus bonuses from computer systems, which is 1.
-1.
What?
Oh, it's the systems themselves. Got it. Okay, not
So
my
we're up to-
computer skill.
We're up to 3. Plus bonuses from the captain and science officers, which is none. Plus a range penalty, which is none. So, you get to roll a d20 and add 3 to it, and that will be your...
Let's go. 6.
Okay, you're gonna miss.
That makes sense based on that roll.
So, but how do coil guns work? Let's check it out.
So coil guns are 44. It looks like they take. Had it up a second ago. Yeah, so they do 44 damage. They're 10 PCU, and they're long range. Unlike our, what is it? The light gun or the forward-facing laser? What'd you call that? The light laser cannon, which is short range and does less damage.
sec. So I'm not sure what you're actually rolling against because... Oh, it actually doesn't matter because of the same number. So yeah, you miss.
Okay.
They are going to make their attack back at you. And they're going to do that by... This is a little confusing. They hit you. They rolled a lot. They hit you.
We can't see your rolls, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I roll it with a physical with one of these guys.
Ooh.
A real life die.
Physical media, how quaint.
Hmm.
How charming. With a gyro laser
Oh, that sounds cool.
for 8 damage. So
That was pronounced Euro laser.
Yeah, it's a Yarrow laser.
Zero laser. And then more Suzuki in the engine.
it's a bulba.
So, in character, would we know what we just got hit with?
Probably not.
Damn it.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, it goes pew, 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 pew. I just have to figure out what happens when you get hit. I read all this
Probably take
before,
damage.
but it's kind of funny.
We all probably grip the surface that we're sitting
Yeah.
in front of and sway
Oh.
to one side.
Yeah, can you guys give me a good? Can you guys-
Everyone right?
One, two,
What?
three. Put your hands on the console and throw yourselves around. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, great.
I have to grab
Great job,
my
everybody.
space desk.
Yeah. Yo, you're
What? Why are sparks coming out of my keyboard?
Why is Bjork
There's
all of a
this
sudden
great
talking
there's
to
this great
Space
Star
Jam?
Trek scene of a guy doing this on a wall. And there's no lever, there's no panel, there's no module there. It's just a blank wall, and the guy is just moving his arm, working on it.
He's trying to loosen the panel with his magnetic screwdriver, obviously.
Side note:
get-
when the Philadelphia Museum of Art had the Star Trek exhibit like 10 years ago, they had different versions of the TNG bridge that you could like the actual sets were installed in the museum.
Oh, nice.
And it was really weird seeing that like those panels were just big stickers.
Yeah.
Like, they were
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
like, I was just one like, it's just the only one that actually had like an actual set was the Promenade from DS9. They had the set in there, and you could like it was actually like the 2.5 floors.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awesome. Like the bar where Quark is was like a full ass bar. It wasn't like
Yeah,
it was.
they-
They actually like built it like because all the other things were just these like balsa wood things with stickers on them that were the actual sets. But the DS9 one, I guess because of the way they did the shots in there, they had to build it like front, back, sideways, and to get it from different angles because they do weird like crane shots and stuff.
Yeah, and they use
yeah.
corks constantly in Deep Space
Yeah.
Nine. Yeah.
Okay, so
you
you
know-
guys,
We
you hear the port side shields fizzle out as the gyro laser cuts through them and puts a decent sized chunk into the hull.
Oh shit.
So you guys have lost the shields on the left side. I'm sorry, the port side,
Thank you.
and
Wasn't
five hull points.
Probably bad.
That's the end of
we
the
should
round.
probably divert energy to that side or maneuver out of it. I'd say.
I'll
So,
leave the maneuvering to you, pilot boy.
so are you gonna encourage him?
Yeah.
It's
wasn't
now
that
the start of
it?
it. It's now. Yeah. That was.
Wasn't
It's
that
up to you,
encouraging?
pilot boy. So yeah, roll a diplomacy check.
God, I need more screen real estate. Sorry. +3, I guess. right?
+1.
+1? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
because
confused.
you're only doing diplomacy. You get +1 to any 3 checks per round while you're in the ship, but there are a +3 and a +2 to piloting and computers. Just all the time.
Right. Computers, sorry.
So, Captain,
Computers.
encourage. So you would have had to roll. You would have had to roll a 16, unfortunately. So yeah, that.
Oh,
will
that's
not
why Pilot
encourage
Boy
them.
wasn't very encouraging. So.
Yeah, it was actually kind of demeaning.
That was accurate.
So what's his face? Shepard is going to balance the shields out from the science officer actions. You can balance the shields, redirecting power from one quadrant to another with a successful computers check. Shepard. Click your buttons.
Shepard. Shepard.
Which he gets a +3 to. So 18. Which is just enough to do it. Shepard can shift shield points from the shield in one quadrant to the shield to another quadrant, including to depleted shields. So Shepard is going to take 1 from each shield quadrant and put it into the port side. So now the hippocampus has more balanced shields. So why don't you make a piloting check, Horatio?
Out of curiosity, can Shepard pour all of the strength into one set of shields?
I'm not sure.
Dude, I got some hot dice today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nice. Plus. So you rolled a 25, 26, and they rolled a lot, but you still get to go. You get to go second, so they have to go first.
Okay.
So they are going to. They're facing this way. You'll have to do 2 turns to get to here. They're. Get to here. And make 2 turns again. And come up behind you. And attempt to get that butt.
My butt.
If you like, we can actually move both
Space
of
ass.
these. We can actually move both of these over here, so we have a little bit more room to work with. Oh, why is it not? Hold on. There we go. Because I had them selected like that. Move them over there so we have a little bit more room to work with.
Makes sense.
And I'm also going to try to zoom in on the stream. Wow, I didn't really made it no better. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So, Horatio, how would you like to pilot this bad boy?
Okay.
So remember, you have a laser turret that shoots forward, and you have a laser cannon that shoots forward, and a coil gun that can shoot in any direction. Additionally,
time for me to do a flip and burn.
yeah, dude, do a flippy dude.
So I move 3 spaces and then do a 180.
So-
I guess I go.
Flip and burn. The ship moves forward up to half its speed without turning, rotates 180 degrees to face the aft edge at the end of the movement. To perform this stunt, you must succeed at a piloting check, which is equal to 15 plus 2 times your ship's tier, which is 1, so you have to make a 17. And when you roll, you're going to get a +4.
What happens if I fail?
You
Go straight.
Your starship moves forward, but it doesn't flip over.
Okay. All right. Let's do the roll first.
Ooh. Yeah, so you unfortunately only rolled a 14. So you move forward, but you did not.
If only you had been encouraged correctly.
Yeah, I got cocky because I knew how to like make it go forward, and then I was like, maybe I can do this thing that I've never been trained to do, because I'm literally a clerk in a magic bookshop.
I like that. I like that all of Horatio's skills have been done in VR, and he's played Elite Dangerous a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to do something cool, and he tried to flip the piloting assist off, and just completely threw himself upside down.
Flight assist off isn't that hard.
It's really hard. All right, so Shepard rebalanced. The captain encouraged. The pilot went forward, and now the gunner must attack. So Pax, go ahead and roll your d20.
Yeah, is our ass still facing?
Yeah, you have to hit him with the coil gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. 18.
Nice.
Plus
Nice.
the what'd you say? 2?
Yeah,
3.
18's enough, regardless.
Yep.
So what was it? 4d4? Yeah,
Yeah.
4d4.
Yeah.
So go ahead and you roll that 4d4. You do your own damage.
Totally. 12. Oh.
Oh
yes.
man!
12 damage.
Annihilate. Okay, so let's
Horatio, I got him.
Nice.
you.
Oh, I set you up for great kid. Don't get cocky.
Ah man, dude, I missed it too. Don't feel bad. Actually, never wrote down. Okay, 2, 2, 3, and
Horatio's just like, I am familiar with movies, not the one which you mean. Which you speak.
So Pax, you swing around in the turret chair, and you blow away the front shield, and you see the cockpit get lit up by the remnants of the rest of the coil gun shot. You did a fuckload of damage. I am forgetting how to do math, and I am remembering. Okay. All right. So we start over. So now they make piloting checks again. Horatio, go ahead and make a piloting check at 4. It determines whether or not you go first. Okay. Unfortunately, they rolled better than you did. Yeah. So they're gonna move.
They
theirs
rolled higher
first.
than a 28?
Yes. Dude,
What the
it's
Welcome to Paizo math.
yeah. I'm not entirely sure. It's. We'll talk about it when we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're gonna do that same flyby thing again. They're gonna try to go right underneath you.
Okay.
I wonder if they could do 2 maneuvers in one. Can they do a flyby and a flip and burn?
I feel like probably not.
I feel like
that
also
would
probably not.
That would
That doesn't
be
sound right.
that's probably its own thing.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't really. No, it doesn't say that. Let me just double check. 324 stun.
Can we? By the way,
Yes.
can we tell
Okay,
if
so
their
one-
shields
one
are
stun.
rebalanced?
That would be a
Is there-
thing that you could ask Shepard to do during the helm phase,
Okay.
which is right now. So let's get the movement out of the way. So they can't do both. So they're gonna do a flyby, try to go underneath and around you, and do a cool barrel roll spin move, and shoot you at the same time. They succeed. They succeed. Yeah, so they fly underneath you with a hail of bullets in a way that doesn't open themselves up for a return attack. So Horatio, you may now move in whichever direction you could choose. So what you could do is you could do a maneuver that raises your armor class and tracking
Yeah,
log.
I was thinking about doing an evasion.
So you could do an evade, which would add 2 to everything. To perform this stunt, you must succeed at a piloting check of 10 plus 2 times your starship's tier, which is 1, so you would need to get a 12.
Easy
yeah,
money.
I want to take evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, do an evasive maneuver. Nailed
Yeah.
it.
Easy money.
So you guys now have a 16 for AC and TL.
Now, do I take my movement at that point? Like, do
So
I
it
actually
looks
take...
like the way that
I
you
go-
do it. Oh yeah, you can do it whatever the ship moves up to its speed and can turn as normal, but it gets the armor class bonus.
Yeah, so I want to do 1. Well, I can do 2 turns. Like, what's the
2
total number of
turns and then 1 move, and then 2 turns and then 1 move.
So that's 2 turns, 1 move, right?
Mm.
That, and then how many total spaces can I move?
6.
That was 1. I'm gonna do my 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can turn again and then move 1 more space.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually gonna go here. 'Cause I'm just gonna do the full 5 here because if I move here, that makes it a little easier for them. Okay.
We got the
Also
long
fair.
range guns too,
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Shepard at the end of the helm phase is going to, and at the any time before something happens, Captain, you can yell out that you want to try to encourage them. You can also still taunt them if you like. You can taunt the other player.
I wanted to taunt them when they messed up, which they haven't done.
Oh, Well, taunting
Going for
is
maximum impact.
yeah, taunting is making them mess up. So
Yeah,
you have to make your own
realize
luck.
Yeah.
Shepard is going to scan the other ship. Where's the thing? 13. Okay, so he gets hit by a lot. Okay. So you get the basic information to living crew complement and ship classification, size, speed, and maneuverability. That's number 1 thing you get. The first thing you get, you understand that there is a living being on the ship. Okay? The classification is a tiny interceptor. It has a size of tiny, a speed of 12, a maneuverability of 0. The second thing that you learn is its defenses. Its armor class and target lock are both 17. It has currently 21 hull points left. Its front shields are totally gone. And the core PCU value is 70. I don't know how that would be helpful.
So
The third thing you learn, and this is the last of the stuff you'll learn, is the weapon. Information about one weapon. It has a gyro laser that can only shoot front. It deals 1d8. Oh, that's all you get. All right, that's what you get.
okay. Quick question. It says one life sign, like one thing alive. Would that include an Eoxian?
So, let's see. It says living crew complement. What do you think that means?
Well,
It's like a complement of troops. So it's like the
it
crew.
means there's, yeah. I mean, I guess there's one person aboard, but if it's like life sign
crew.
or un. Okay.
Do
One
Eoxians
crew.
have like a heat signature?
I'm actually not sure. That's a really good question.
Yeah, like
Magic
it seems like if you're
signature?
scanning. Yeah, it seems like
Well,
if
I
you're
have some kind
scanning
of
for
aura,
life,
but-
you could tell specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about.
Yeah, I
Race
don't really know how to answer
weapons.
that question. I'm actually now thinking that maybe the thing I told you in the beginning about there being life signs on the Acreon, maybe that wasn't true. Maybe it wasn't supposed to tell you that. Maybe, you know.
Maybe it was just activity.
Yeah, maybe crew complement means something else. I'll have to look at it. But there is at least one person in that ship.
Somebody's piloting it.
Yeah, somebody's in there.
Not for long.
So that was Shepard's turn. All right. Now we go to the gunner phase. Paxdura, why don't you take a shot?
Yeah, pew pew.
Uh-oh.
It's a 13.
It's a 13. 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is a 13. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
It's alright.
Alright.
They
Just getting
currently
the guns
cannot shoot
centered
at
in.
you. As far as I can tell, they can't shoot on you at you.
It seems like it would be best to move second at all times. Can we purposely, like, stink our rolls up for piloting? Stay behind
No.
them?
It's not, it's if you win, you go second.
Okay.
That's the thing. So I forgot that they did the flyby and they went underneath you, so they get an attack regardless of how they can point. That's the whole point of that. Oh, they might miss. They rolled a 2. How do I? Shit. Shit. Shit.
Those are the lyrics.
Yeah,
At
they
least
hit
that's
you.
how I remember them.
They hit you again.
Not a big deal.
This time they hit you in the aft.
Wait, how? They're not even looking at us.
No, in the movement phase they did a thing that lets them go right through your square and make an attack at the same time. But you don't roll the attack
This is old.
until the gunner phase.
God,
Okay, they do
man.
1 damage to the aft, so the shield
Okay.
goes down to 3.
On
Okay,
my aft.
Horatio, make a piloting check. It's now the top of the order.
F it be Horatio. You know you want to try it again.
Okay,
Did they move at all, or are they just still where they're at?
that's where they ended their turn, and then you moved. So
Okay.
now you won, so they're gonna go first, which is beneficial. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they're gonna try that flyby move again. They're gonna succeed. Because they have a ridiculous piloting modifier.
And whose fault is that?
Paizo.com!
It's almost as if it's some sort of military pilot. Someone trained
so
to
Horatio,
fly.
once again, you can take evasive actions if you like to get away from this attack that is gonna hit you, regardless of which way that they are pointing. I think to do that, you need to make a piloting check.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what I want to do.
So regardless of where you move, they pass their flyby check, so they get to make a attack on you regardless. But if you want to do the
I did
evade,
Yeah, I'm doing the evade. I got a 21.
which you nailed that. Okay, so now you can move pretty much as normal, but you get a +2 to armor class and target lock.
Yeah, here. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, and here. Okay.
Okay. I just want to bring this up. We've been playing for over an hour already.
Yep.
And I had no idea. Completely zoned out. Alright.
Hot space action.
Alright, space action. Shepard is going to, during the helm phase, target lock.
Hell
You
yeah.
use starship sensors to target a specific system on an enemy starship. This action requires your starship to have sensors. Got that. Attempt a computer check, applying any modifiers from the starship.
I know he could do that.
Yeah, I don't think it does what I think it does.
If you can target a system, target their engines.
The next attack
just,
made by your
That's
starship
Make 'em drift
classic.
out in space.
that hits the enemy ship scores a
Well,
critical hit.
If we want to go classic like bad guy, let's target their warp core.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we want to disable
So-
them so we can taunt them.
Disintegrate them.
So
I mean,
basically-
just taunt them.
Basically, what it means is it can target a subsystem, and if it rolls a critical hit, it you can target a subsystem, and the critical hit for that subsystem expands to 19 to 20 instead of just 20.
Okay.
So, what do you want him to target? He needs to roll an 18.
I mean, if we above the table, if we take out those lasers, we're getting rammed. So we need to take out the engine.
Yeah.
Concur.
This thing moves a lot faster than us, so we should mobilize it.
Mhm.
All right.
Based on where we are, we're gonna get a shot at their front, anyways.
Shipper's gonna roll computers, and then he's gonna add 11, 13, which is unfortunately not gonna be enough to get a target lock on their engines.
Shoot at it, regardless.
Yeah. So now it is the gunner phase.
Okay.
Oh wait, should I
Alright.
taunt them?
Yeah. Why don't you do a taunt?
Do a taunt.
For the gunner
I thought you
phase.
said that they can't hear us. They're not answering.
Oh,
they're
so
not-
they can check their messages. We're
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
pretty- like,
voicemail,
they-
but they're gonna
they
check their
get it.
messages.
They're
Am I
just
leaving
not.
them a voicemail before we blow them up?
Yeah, you're sending them a voice message.
I thought it was just like broadcast, like they have to hear it.
Yeah, the difference is responding to him. Like, they weren't responding to any messages. Like, they were like, nope, do not disturb, but you can still send a message. I
Fuckers
guess?
leaving us on red.
Yeah, that basically, yeah.
Wait, what is it as a intimidate?
So you can use the communication system to broadcast a taunting message to the enemy vessel. You just select the vessel, got that, during the gunnery phase, which is now, and then attempt a bluff or intimidate check. If you are successful, each enemy character acting during the selected phase takes -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds. Interesting.
That was a good roll, yeah.
That's a good taunt.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your
70.
pilot license? A box of Cracker Jack? You hiveless bag of bones?
Damn, got him.
Did I Google Sheeran insults? Maybe.
Yeah, that is a successful taunt. You broadcast this to them, and you see that you see the little double check mark that says the message has been received and viewed.
Suck it.
Yeah, I like that you hit like return, suck it. Okay, so now, go ahead, Pax Duro, and take a shot.
All right, I'm gonna go fire at will, which means I fire both of our cannons, but at a -4.
Yeah,
So
you will hit them with both. You're both in the they're both in the forward arc.
Okay, and so that means I guess just -1 because it takes away our bonuses.
Your -3 is
15
-5.
and a 2. So 14 is as high as we got.
So hold on. You rolled a 15 and a 2.
Right. But with fire at will is the only way I can fire both guns in an arc.
Correct.
So that's a -4 per each attack.
So you rolled an 11 and a -2. So you rolled an 11.
No, well, because it's the plus. Remember, +3. So it would be a.
Oh. +3.
So it's a 14 and a 1. Because they counter each other. -4, but we get the 3 from computer, my dexterity, and something else.
You don't get the 3 from the computer.
You said that we were adding +3
you
onto
do.
every shot.
Bonuses from the computer systems. So, hold on. You were adding +3.
Right.
Right. Got it. And right. So it's a minus. Right. So it's a 14 and a whatever.
1. Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, neither of those hit.
Damn.
Fuck.
Guy's got good armor.
Well, it's the ship is little itty bitty.
Yep.
All right. It's the helm phase. They rolled pretty good. Horatio, roll piloting.
Okay.
You're tied.
Oh wait. Yeah.
So do it again.
Wait. Did I roll twice?
Yeah, you did. Roll a third
Oh.
time.
Baby, baby.
Yeah, you got it.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So they're gonna
Natalie
go first.
20.
They're gonna go first, and they're gonna attempt the only thing that they can really do, which is to fly right through you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, let me put on my handy dandy stunt chart here.
Oh, they have to figure out whether or not they succeeded in their flyby. They did. Hold on, let me roll that. Stupid. Yeah, they did.
Is this the front of the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
They are
so they're
facing
this
up.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, though, since they passed their flyby check, they can make a shot with any arc, so they're able to hit you with their forward-facing weapons right now.
Okay.
Regardless of where you go.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the flip and burn then. So I did my turn, and then I want to try to do the flip and burn.
Which way did you start out as? I mean, you don't have to do the flip and burn. You could just turn around to face them.
Oh. Well, I
But
guess
if you
that's
wanted
what
to do evade, that's how you get the bonus to AC and target lock.
So I turn this way. I guess I would evade. Is this
Succeed at evading.
and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 5. Boom.
Got him.
We're in a strategic. We finally have strategic positioning.
Okay. Gunner time. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh.
Shepard is going to try to target the system again.
Okay.
He's going to fail. Okay. Great job, Shepard. It is the gunner turn again.
All right, I'm gonna I'm not going to try the fire at will again because that didn't work out. No, this is the only time we have it. We might as well just blow them out of the water right now.
Zib can encourage you to fire at will.
I'm gonna encourage the shit out of you, bitch.
You have to make a DC 16 to encourage. Nailed it.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
whatever gunner action Pax chooses, they will have a +2 to it.
Okay.
Give you a foot rub.
Get it, Pax. Yeah.
You're doing great, buddy.
My cloaca.
Ew,
What?
gross.
Nope, didn't work.
Gross.
This is why we don't
mean-
talk like that.
Figured it would work.
Okay. So you miss, but they managed to hit you when they were doing their flyby maneuver underneath. So they are going to hit you in the back for another 8 damage. So they take 3 off of your shield and another 5. Oops. So you guys are actually down to... Oh, I fucked up. Hold on. 4, 4, 8. Another 5 off of your hull points. All right. That's that. You guys are down to 27 out of 35 with 11 out of 20 shields.
We're doing great.
Yep. No more getting cocky with the
Oh, wait a
The
minute.
fire
Hold
at
on.
will.
You guys
Pilot's gone.
you guys might have taken critical damage. Hold on.
I don't believe so.
No, you did.
we didn't shake around. What are you talking about?
No, you guys definitely took critical damage. Yeah. So the way so each ship also has a critical threshold, which means that they also took critical damage. So basically, you have 35 hull points. Your critical threshold is 7. Every 7 hit points you take, you reach another critical threshold, which means that attack causes critical damage. Which, so why don't Zip? Since you're the captain, why don't you roll a D100?
Right. I remember how Roll20 works.
All right, so you rolled a 74. That means that one of your subsystems goes down a notch. As soon as I figure out where the fuck it is. No, it's in here. Critical damage effect. 74 is the engines. So the engines grow from, if you look at the bottom of the sheet, the engines will go from, why can't I, oh, because I already have it open. The engines are going to go from normal to glitching. And glitching means that everything that you do involving the engine system is going to take a -2. Pax, why don't you roll a D100 as well? Alright, so 50. So the weapons array of the stiletto took critical damage as well.
That's something.
That's not ideal.
So you notice that when you messed them up, their weapon systems took the brunt of the hit after the shield as well. So their weapon systems are also glitching now.
Okay.
Now we start.
Good.
We start a new round. All right, I forgot about the critical threshold thing.
Okay.
Horatio, make a piloting maneuver.
Got it. Come on, hot dice.
Hot dice deluxe.
I said a
Well-
hot dice.
Ooh,
That
yeah.
was not hot.
It's okay because you weren't good. I don't think it would have been possible for you to roll higher anyway.
What's cooler than being cool?
Dead in
Ice
space.
cold.
Roll.
Oh.
Oh, the vacuum.
The vacuum of space! Okay. So, they are once again gonna do their flyby. It seems like the most appropriate thing that they would do. They're just gonna zoom right behind you. Oh, they were facing the other way. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm sorry. They won. So, Horatio, you go first.
Oofa doofa.
Oofa doofa indeed.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for an evasive maneuver check since I'm behind them, and our shit's jacked up. So that's +2 instead of +4.
Correct.
Is that
So
correct?
you rolled a 21.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
passes.
All right. And we're
So
still
which-
behind them.
Yeah, you're still behind them, but you can't move through their space.
Right. I can't do a flyby.
Right.
All right.
So you can just turn.
Can I do a
turn it.
slide?
I mean, you've already done the evade. You can only do one stun.
Right. Okay. All right. 1, 2. Turn. I'm like fucking granny in it through here.
You have to put your turning signals on.
And then I'm gonna
Sunday driving.
stop right there.
Okay.
So it's almost like I stopped short to evade a collision. And then it was like, "Ugh."
Okay. They're
Yeah.
gonna take their turn. They're gonna go 2 spaces, and then 1, 2, and then like this. They can move up to 12 spaces. So
Damn, that
Jesus.
sucks.
Jeez. I hate that.
They're flying rings around us.
Yeah, some of this is just showing off. What the hell?
all right. So they're gonna do their flyby, like that.
I feel like I'm in a Cadillac going
Ooh.
down a black diamond ski trail.
They fuck
Like,
up
I'm
their
in a Brougham
flyby.
Cadillac with a blown out wheel.
So hold on. They screwed up their flyby.
Probably
Love
because they're
this.
so intimidated.
Yeah. During the helm phase, Pax Zero, you get a free attack.
Ooh, sweet. Let me take a shot with the
Hey.
coil gun.
Okay.
Please just open up on them.
That is +3. Yeah, so does my encouragement continue?
No, it's just for that round, but that's enough to hit them as
Sweet.
they fly by. And I'm gonna say that you hit them right in the front because they try to do a cool little barrel roll and you fuck it up. So why don't you go ahead and roll that big boy damage?
Oh, another 12.
Oh no! Oh my
Oh,
god!
Nelly!
So they never had the
Fantastic.
chance. They never had the chance to rebalance their shields. So you're expecting to unload into at least some blue flashes in front of the cockpit, but there's nothing. They just went full dick right at you, and it has nothing to bounce against. So you do a shitload of damage directly to the cockpit and the front, and the whole.
no.
And they. Oh god. Let me just do this math real quick. Okay.
They're dead.
Not yet. But they are fucked up. So they have now reached another critical threshold. Theirs is 6. They have taken a total of 21 damage. So they've reached 3 critical thresholds. So in that attack, Pax Thuro, in this attack of opportunity, you have dealt them a decisive blow. So please roll a D100 twice.
Cool. Okay. The first one, 28. 8.
When you're coming from the black, you want a place that reminds you of home. You want traditional foods like our Eoxians cadaver digits, fresh fried every cycle, or tacos made the Spaffini way, flavored with real asteroid sauce. With quality finding up with a syndicate, but at prices any corporate collar can afford. So after you dock, head over to the Eye. We're open all cycle, every cycle. Ready to treat you like family, hive mind, or brood clutch. Spacies. You're gonna like the food you eat from the restaurant that I own.
Hey, thanks for watching Dead Sundays. You can watch the rest of this adventure in part 2, and you can catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern only on twitch.tv/LogarTheOgar. Thank you, OBS, for your service towards the streaming community. Please check out and donate to the OBS Project's Patreon. OBS is a free broadcasting software that I've been using for years and wouldn't want to use anything else. Thank you to Sirenscape, who allows us to use their dynamic sound generator to provide the background music and sound effects that you're hopefully enjoying right now. Sirenscape is a wonderful program with a ton of pre-crafted and IP-specific soundscapes available for a monthly subscription to make your tabletop games sound as epic as they play. Thank you to Roll20, a web-based tabletop RPG client allowing users around the world to play tabletop games together as if they were in the same room. Roll20 is a free-to-use service, but offers a low-cost monthly subscription option for extra tools that I use because I use Roll20 all the time. And thanks to Paizo for making Starfinder, for making Pathfinder, and for supporting the United Paizo workers.